What do you think? How many hearts does it take to keep an animal alive? 1, 2, maybe even 3? What if we told you that there are animals out there with 12 hearts? In this top 5, we're going to count down the animals with the most hearts in their body. You might be surprised by who's at the top of this list, so make sure to watch till the end. But before we get started, be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss an awesome video. Starting off our countdown at 5 is the earthworm. If you thought 1 heart was amazing, wait till you hear this. Earthworms can have up to 7 hearts. They aren't all the same size or shape either. Their hearts are scattered throughout their body. This allows blood to pump in multiple directions at once. Earthworms need this extra set of hearts because they don't have a circulatory system like us. Instead of a heart that pumps blood through arteries, veins, and capillaries, earthworms' hearts work more like a series of connected vessels. The fluid inside their bodies moves from one section to another. With each heartbeat, the fluid gets pushed forward, and what ends up happening is their bodies get longer. They then get shorter again, which pushes the fluid back to their hearts. The whole process just keeps repeating itself over and over again. In 4th is a group of fish known as hagfish. Hagfish are a weird, creepy-looking type of fish. These creatures can grow to lengths of up to 1.5 meters, and they are known as slime. Eels because of the sheer amount of slime they secrete when they are handled. Not only do these sea creatures have 4 hearts, but they also have 4 separate, distinct chambers for each heart. Each chamber acts as both an atrium and a ventricle. Basically, the atria receive blood from the veins, and the ventricles pump it into the arteries. The blood flows from one heart to the next, going through the atria and ventricles until it reaches the last heart, which pumps it out to the rest of the body. Now the blood goes back to the first heart, where the whole process starts over again. It's quite a complex system. No. 3 brings us the land snails. Land snails have simple anatomy. They basically have a giant heart located near the base of their tentacles, close to where their mouths are. Around the heart is a thick-walled sac that serves as their pericardium. The heart has 4 chambers, 2 for receiving blood and 2 for pumping blood. One thing about snails that might surprise you is that their blood isn't blue or red. Instead, it's colorless. Another thing that makes snails different is that their blood doesn't carry oxygen. That job is left to their skin, while their blood transports nutrients and removes waste. The snail's heart sits outside their body cavity, which gives it direct access to the blood of their gills. And this allows them to absorb oxygen directly into their bloodstream. At 2 are the annelid worms. Annelid worms are segmented worms. This means their bodies are divided into several rings or segments. Think of it like those children's toys, the rings that stack one on top of the other. Most segmented worms have 13 hearts, which sounds crazy, but it makes sense when you consider how their bodies are structured. Each segment contains its own pair of hearts. The way the hearts work is pretty interesting. Within each segment, the hearts are connected to a network of vessels that transport fluids throughout the body. During each heartbeat, the fluid gets pumped through the main vessel. This vessel runs the length of the worm's body. When the fluid reaches the end of the worm, it turns around and heads back to the first heart. Once there, the process begins again. If you look closely at the way an earthworm moves, you can see the fluid moving through the worm's body. The heartbeat pushes the fluid forward, allowing the worm to move. Before we get to the most number of hearts in an animal, let's take a look at some other animals with lots of hearts. Did you know that an octopus has 3 hearts? Well, technically, it has 2 branchial hearts and 1 systemic heart. There are the branchial hearts, which pump blood through their gills, where it picks up oxygen, and the systemic heart, which circulates the oxygenated blood around the rest of their body. Now, octopuses weren't the only ones with 3 hearts. Turns out that squid also have 3 hearts. Just like octopuses, squid also have 2 branchial hearts and 1 systemic heart. These types of hearts allow for better oxygen uptake while underwater, which is important since squid and octopuses live underwater. Humans have a much simpler heart setup. We only need 1 heart to circulate our blood around our body. Because of this, it's easier for us to survive on land. The air we breathe has much more oxygen than water does. So our single heart doesn't have to work as hard as the combined 3 hearts of squid and octopuses do. Now let's get back to the countdown. And coming in 1 is a marine creature known as a comb jelly. Comb jelly, or ctenophore, is a gelatinous free-swimming marine invertebrate. They can be found all over the world, and they come in many shapes and sizes. Some comb jellies are transparent, while others are brightly colored. Still, others have unique shapes, such as long, thin, branched, or cylindrical forms. You might be wondering, how many hearts do these guys have? The answer may shock you. Ctenophores have 12 hearts, which is the most known to man of any animal. But these hearts are different from ours and other animals we've talked about. In fact, scientists aren't even sure if you should call them hearts. Their structure is more similar to a group of muscles. These groups of muscles are called statocysts. The statocysts are used for more than just pumping blood. They also function as the animal's primary sense organs. Each statocyst contains a small sac filled with a liquid. The statocyst also has tiny hairs that are sensitive to movement. When the hairs are moved, it lets the comb jelly know which direction it's moving in. The statocysts are located throughout the comb jelly's body. This helps them sense their environment all around them. And because there are so many statocysts, they are able to sense any change in movement, no matter how slight. Well, that's all for now. Did you know any of these animals with lots of hearts? Which one was your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a like. It really helps us out. Thanks for watching. See ya.